Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, impostors, or president-elect to lie about President Trump and upside-down Bibles. All right, this is tonight's haul video. I barely made it home because every time I go to Target, the electric wheelchair is out of power. And then, when I was checking out, these cans of turkey would not register, and the woman tried to grab all the cans working there, and I said, no, just these three. The rest have already been rung up. So I'm running for the bus, panting. I barely made it, the last bus. And then we get to the Safeway across the street from the former Wendy's, and the Safeway. The bus driver opens the door and says, "Can I get on for free?" And the bus driver said, "The 16's right behind me. It's free. Get on there." And the guy, "You got to treat me with respect, B-word." He starts pounding on the door. The bus driver took off. He said, "You back me up?" I said, "Yeah, if the guy said anything, you know who I am. Here's my email, and you have any problem." Now, I got the form from County Connection, the claim form, today. I have to talk to an attorney to how to fill it out. And then I will be going to the doctor on Monday. There's the claim form in the envelope for my injury to both knees. And I've been in a great deal of pain. And I helped Kathy pay for this purse she bought. That was very expensive. I've never understood this concept of having 8,332 purses when you've already got purses in your apartment, purses in storage. 332 purses. I'm being facetious, but what the heck do you need another purse for? Storage. So he got another purse. President Trump made basically a concession speech, and who knows what will happen. So I would like to know answers of why an unarmed woman carrying a Trump flag was basically gunned down yesterday. And there's a video of the Trump speech to the Save America rally, and nowhere in there did he say march on the Capitol and riot. He said peacefully march and cheer on my supporters in the House and the Senate. And that's pretty much all he said. I heard the whole speech. So them trying to say that he incited the riot is ridiculous. So I paid down my Amazon card today, and I paid $20 on Fingerhut and $20 on Stoneberry, so those will be paid off soon. And all my other cards are paid, and I paid the rent and the T-Mobile bill and the track phone bill. And then while I was in Target, two AT&T people flagged me down. I said, "What do you want?" "Well, you have a phone?" "Well, yeah, I got a track phone." "Well, you want an AT&T phone?" I said, "Well, I had one before. It kept jumping from regular to data plan and was cost me, except they kept correcting it, $75 a month. It wouldn't stop doing that. I'm not very inclined to get your phone or Verizon's either. I hate both companies." And he said, "Well, we can get you this phone." He runs down all this stuff, and then he shows me, "We can get you a Samsung phone." I already have a Samsung Galaxy phone. I don't need another Android phone. I got 3 of them. So I said, "I want an iPhone." And they said, "Well, it's so much a month, and you'd have to pay $40 tax." And I said, "Well, right now I don't have the $40 tax to spend because I helped Kathy pay $100 for her stuff. And I had a huge Chewy order, so I don't have to go get cat food. I don't have to go get cat litter. I don't have to get dry food. $170 worth of Chewy. That's coming in tomorrow. And the other thing she bought, or I bought for her, and I paid half of it. She's been freezing in her apartment. She had little tiny thin blankets. So I helped her get an electric blanket, and that was $82, plus the warranty. So that's what's going on. We got a late start. She showed me the plushies she got, and next time, but she's always buying stuff. She got this donut. It's ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking in China. You got this donut thing. I love the dough out of you or something, but it's so weird. The hole is so weird that we're both shaking our heads. Okay, here's what I got. Idaho and Buttery home-style potatoes. These are 99 cents. I really love these. I have potatoes in the icebox, but or the fridge. And then this was an incredible find because Orangey loves us above all else. These are selling for $2.09 at Safeway. I found them for $1.29. I'm going to go back and get more. Orangey loves salmon. I will open this pouch, and the salmon disappears in seconds. It's his favorite thing to eat. And I've been feeding Orangey for a very long time. I love Orangey very much. All right, we have 10 cans of Fancy Feast. I want to try and experiment because after Fluffy eats the ones with cheese, he starts coughing and sneezing. So I want to see if he doesn't cough and sneeze if I give him the ones without the cheese in it. I got 4 packages of, that's all they had, salmon-flavored meaty sticks for Lucky Farrell's cats. I'm making up a box for her kitties. I'm making up a box for Marty the cat, and I'm making a box for my Harley the cat. I got 1 thing of beef kielbasa. I got this stuff. I won't buy it again. It's very bitter. Florida's natural orange juice. No pulp, but it's bitter. I got a can of, I thought I had 2 cans of chili. Looks like I only got 1. Chili with beans. That was $1.29. Pretty cheap. A can of Progresso beef pot roast with country vegetable soup. Taipei sweet and sour chicken. And, oops, kielbasa is trying to escape here. And I also put 20 bucks in my accounts, savings and checking at the credit union yesterday, and got to send my friend Paul some money, and then I got to go to the coin dealer and pay them $58. And finally, Friskies Gravy Sensation seafood pouches. I ordered 8 24-cup boxes of Meow Mix, which will last me 34 days, so I don't have to buy Meow Mix for a month. And 8 40-pound bags of cat litter. So I don't have to buy cat litter for maybe 2 months. And I bought some cat toys for the cats. So that's it. Let me put this stuff away. The only thing is they're talking about the Capitol building, the cradle of democracy. I call it the cradle of criminality, with so many crooks historically in the House and the Senate, and millionaires who don't care about the American people. Now Bernie Ward is trying to talk about we need to community organize, we need to go to people's houses 2 years before the election, and we need stimulus checks and all that. So I don't know what's going on with that. Bernie Sanders. Sorry, Bernie Ward's a whole other animal. That guy's in prison. So I don't have much else to say because I had trouble with my right knee this morning. I spent a good time in bed once Kathy got here, and running down all the bills. So all my credit, I even by mistake paid $30 in Kathy's credit card because I'm authorized in her account, and I went down the list of credit cards, 30, 20, 15, 24, 42. And I didn't realize it was, even though my name's on it, it's her credit card. So we're going to see if we get a stimulus check. I told her, pay off 1 credit card, pay your rent for a month, and then put whatever you can in the car fund. Gave her 20 bucks for the car fund, too. So there's 200 bucks in her checking account There's another 300 or 400 in the other account, and then I owe her 300, and I'll pay that. Start paying that next month. And then when I pay off the loan I took, I can take it again. I think this time what I'll do, I'll take the loan, the 500, and then get a secured card, and then go buy the GoPro, or I'll take the secured card and take my cats to that, which is probably more important. And the iPads are both in the shop. I called them up today. They were supposed to be ready today, and I said, we're not ready. We're backed up. So who knows when those are going to get done. So welcome, Jen and Mr. Tuck. So I don't... that's about it. I got to go feed Orangey and Tiny One, and this is leaking. Something is leaking. Oh, my God. I don't live that far from Target, but I guess in the time it takes to get home, this is starting to... Oh, the ice in the bottom is starting to thaw. Okay, let me put these in the freezer. Hold on. It is not fun getting up. It hurts. And I have to do some wash tomorrow. I'm staying home tomorrow, I think. Go to the ER on Monday. Ow! I may go and get it over tomorrow. It depends on how my knee feels. Alright. So, that's... they were saying there were thousands on the Capitol steps, on the Capitol, everywhere. But why would you suddenly assault the Capitol building if you were peaceful? I don't get it. I wouldn't have done it. Even my knee weren't hurt. I would have stood there. Now, I think one thing might have freaked somebody out. There's a video I saw. It was very short. This guy did a video for some news network. And he said, they're cutting off cell service. They're cutting off internet here. We can't show the people the truth and what's going on. And then it cuts off. So maybe that's what set people off. They were figured they're going to massacre us and no, we'll see we're being massacred. I don't know. People are so paranoid today about everything. So, there were some really weird people breaking in. The guy all dressed up like a giant buffalo or whatever the hell he was with the horns. And he believes in some guy named Q. Hello, Wizzo. And he believes about a pizza conspiracy and child molesters. And I'm going like, this is too bizarre. So, but he's dressed up like a cross between a reindeer and a buffalo. He's all in brown. He's got a mountain man beard. And there are other people. And then a Capitol cop, he is seen, the crowd keeps advancing. He drops his nightstick, he picks it up, he pushes one guy, and he's getting ready to clobber the guy. The guy didn't touch him. And then he calls for backup, and there's 4 cops showing up. But I don't know why this started. We may not know for a long time. But to act as if Trump incited, they should go up there and cheer for people and dance, show your... Oh, excuse me. That's the ligament side of my right knee. Show your support. I heard the speech. He didn't tell go up there and riot, go up and tear the place up. So, no. The one that got killed was very voluptuous. She got shot in the neck, and there's an actual video out there. Alex Jones has on his channel. Someone took it, where she slumps to the ground, and then the Capitol Police are saying, get the F back, F word over it. We have to help this woman get the F back. In the meantime, she's lying there bleeding to death. So, but the gunshot is heard. People freak out. I'm surprised they didn't panic and run. A lot of the people in the Trump base are ex-military, so they may be have more stern stuff, more nerves of steel, and they're hunters too. So, but while the crowd was milling around, the police were milling around. In the meantime, no one's going to this woman and giving her first aid. So there were about 5, 6, 7 guys around her, and all of a sudden there's this horde of cops. But none of them pulled out a simple first aid kit off the wall or something. I don't get that. So, no, Kathy was not at the Capitol. She was here today, and yesterday, I am not sure. I think she went to the store. I don't remember. I think she went to Safeway to get her medication and stuff. So she was not here. No, I don't think so. Because he gave a speech today, basically conceded. He dropped the lawsuit in Georgia. And, you know, if they impeach him for a speech, then this sets a bad precedent. If we ever get a Republican president again, and they don't like what he says, they can impeach him for First Amendment. But according to Meet Kevin, Senator Graham said, if you do one more thing, if you don't shut the hell up, that's basically what he said, and be quiet and not pull any more stunts, no more Twitter feeds, then they'll go after you. You have to lay low and be quiet. I think Mama Cat is out there. So he's got 13 days. Now, Pelosi, Schumer, the usual suspects are all screaming for his impeachment. But if you watch that speech, he did not say, go there and tear down the Capitol. You know, I won't say what I would have done if I were running a mob. But I won't say it. But it would have been a different outcome. And there would have been people on both sides. Probably build a stock and put them in stocks and throw vegetables in them and then say, you're going to resign from the office because you're corrupt. So, Baba Booey, hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we have corrupt Republicans. We have corrupt Democrats. We have people who get their money from China. We have people who only care about themselves. We have rhinos. I know we have communists in the Congress. We have Marxists. We have super socialists. Kathy got a magazine from the Billy Graham organization, of all things, and there's an article on what socialism means and why the young people don't understand what it means. Well, she said, what's the difference? I said, look, in the 1900s, under Teddy Roosevelt and I can't remember his first, La Follette of Wisconsin and all that, there's progressivism, and you had it on the Democratic side and on the Republican side. Then they had socialism under Eugene Debs and Upton Sinclair. And they were Marxist. And they were pro-Stalin or anti-Stalin. It was long before Castro, when there was only one communist government in the world. And then they came back to being progressives, and then they were liberals. And they realized they couldn't ever win being called communists. They couldn't win being called socialists. So they said we're progressive or we're liberals. But now we have active people who were like the guy who was in the Obama administration who was about there a week, Vin something or other, and he admitted to being a communist, and people screamed, and Obama had to drop him. He was some advisor or something. So, but you know, Ocasio-Cortez is talking about we have to fundamentally transform the country, and I go, they always want to transform the country. What's wrong with the country? And and now Biden appointed somebody to the Justice Department that wants to defund the police, which is ridiculous. The police are the last line of defense against crime. Hello, Paul. How you doing? Welcome. So, you know, there are good police out there, there are bad police out there. I'll tell you one thing, your house is being broken into, your family is being attacked, you're being attacked, your kids are being attacked. You want the cops. It'd be like asking people to defund the fire department. My house on fire. Sorry, we have no fire trucks anymore. We defunded them. Here's a bucket and a hose. Go fight the fire yourself. So, you right the wrongs in the police department, but you don't defund them because the criminals run rampant. And the crazies. So, and every day, every time I go out, I see at least one crazy whose brain is burnt up on drugs. You're yelling and screaming at no one, and they're using obscenities. So, and they burn themselves out on crack or meth. Someone told me meth, someone told me crack, I don't know what, you know. I got enough trouble taking prescription medication. I'm not going to do drugs. So, I never was into that. In the 60s, I saw people in the Haight-Ashbury commit suicide, jump out of windows, set themselves on fire when they had a bad acid trip. And some of them started using hard drugs, the hashish, opium, heroin. They ruined their lives. So, and then they keep talking about healing. Well, except my 2 knees, my bad back, I'm fine. I don't need to be healed. They want to find an android or a clone body and put my brain in it. I'll gladly take that. Government program for that. Start over with a 25-year-old not fat body, not all beat up. And Kathy said, what did you do to have all these injuries? I said, I got cursed. I think my mother's cursed me beyond the grave, you know. So, hello, Fuzzy. Hello, sweetie. But, you know, there were 74 million Trump voters. They're never going to believe Biden's president. I have no idea. I don't think about that. Rush was on today. I listened to him for about 10 minutes. I hope he never kicks the bucket. I'm a Rush fan. I've listened to Rush since the first minute, first second he was on KFBK in Sacramento in the 90s. Might have been the 80s. I don't remember. Whoop, there goes my computer blanking out again. So, I have books on him, and he's part of the reason I'm a conservative. And the haters hate it. By the way, 2 trolls came in yesterday. We're going to take down your channel. It's still here. So much for that. I don't know why you would ask that. I mean, who knows what medical science may do? They may find a way to cure him with the stage 4 cancer. I never know. Well, I don't know that for certain because I didn't hear the show, and I'm going to have to listen to the replay probably tomorrow. He'll be on tomorrow, live, open talk, open line. So, but he may have meant that they're revolutionaries in the sense that they're going to keep fighting what they think is right, uphold the Constitution, the First and Second Amendment, and fight everything the radical socialist, communist, Marxist coalition behind Biden and in the Congress want to do. They want to Green New Deal. They want to bring the Paris Climate Accords. They want to give money back to Iraq so they can build the bomb, which is insane. Give Iranians a nuclear bomb so they can launch a missile and do an EMP pulse in America and wipe our power grid out. I gotta be honest, I don't know enough about Guy Fawkes. I can't even remember if he was in Australia or England. So I read it somewhere, but I read these things at 3 a.m. and then I go to sleep. And okay, that didn't get digested, so... you can be a fascist and be a Marxist or communist. You don't have to be, or a national socialist. Mussolini's people were fascist. Hitler, Stalin, they were all fascist. The fascist comes from ancient Rome. We have the fascia in the Senate, I believe. It's a sheaf of rods or wheat or something, all binded up by leather. It's on our dimes, I think. I don't know if it's on the current dimes or... yeah, it is. Get a dime out here. I believe it's on here. Yeah. Oh, there's a torch. Now, I don't know if this is... Hold on. Well, on some of our coins, we have a fascia, and we have this torch, and that comes from ancient Greece or Rome. Excuse me, I didn't complain about the bus driver. And you know what? I'm complaining about the bus driver that injured me. So I'm disgusted that you need to go away. All right? I was on the bus, and I went flying off the seat and landed on the folding handicap seat and banged my right knee and my left knee and was screaming in pain. And I just said I supported the driver on the way home who got yelled at and used the B word. You got to respect me. And the guy started pounding on the door. And the driver took off because he didn't want his door broken. I have gone to court for muni drivers who got in accidents caused by other people and people got injured and the driver didn't want to be blamed for it. I've testified for drivers when I lived in San Francisco. Don't give me this crap I'm saying, talk about them. If a driver slams on the brakes, let's assume that where I'm sitting is the bus seat. He slams on the brakes and I go flying to my living room window equivalent and hit the wall and hurt my knees. And I'm lying face down 3 feet up in the air, impaled on a folding chair that's this long, that's like 4 feet long, and I can't move. I'm supposed to say nice things about the bus driver? That's ridiculous. All right, you're back. You're not supposed to be back. So you don't come back into my channel. You don't create a new name. Well, I guess I blocked you, so you're not there. Oh, well, this is not a racist comment. I think if blacks had stormed the Capitol and they would have been demonstrating for Biden, they would have been called freedom fighters, defenders of democracy, defenders of the Constitution, defenders of civil rights, the usual buzzwords we hear from the left. Yeah, he bitched about, I was complaining about working men, I was complaining about the bus driver. I'm sitting on the bus like this, and all of a sudden I'm flying across the bus seat. I don't know if they would have been mowed down. Did they mow down Antifa? Did they mow down Black Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter Incorporated people when they rioted and were called... I've seen the videos where CNN and other people and political people said they were peaceful protesters when they burned and looted and they beat people up. I complained about the bus driver, not tonight's bus driver, on New Year's Eve. Okay, I'll give you the example. I'm sitting here on the seat. He slams on the brakes, and suddenly I go like this, and I'm propelled forward, and I land on this seat like this. And I'm stuck there like a fly in amber, and screaming because I'm going, ow, 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 ow. I guess that's all I could think to say. Banged this knee up in 4 places. Skin came off the knee. The ligament is hurt. The front of the knee, left side of the front of the knee is hurt. The right side is hurt. The side is hurt. The left knee is hurt. They got it on video. And the procedure for the driver was to stop the bus, ask if all right, ask if I need medical attention, get my name, my address, my phone number, and fill out a form. And give me one to fill out when I got home. when the video publishes, it flips it around. It's a trick of the phone, so don't worry about it. I thought that too, and then I see the thing, and I think it flips it around. I'll have to look at when this video is done. It's the way the camera works. There's no way for me, I haven't figured a way to flip it normally, but I think it flips it around. But right now, unless you want buffering, and I could use some buffering, or some buffering, I don't know if you make buffering anymore. I've been popping these damn things. I don't know if they're that effective, but they seem to dull the pain when I start yelling. And it's just 200 milligram a piece Motrin. I used to do videos in whatever that thing is, photo booth, and it would reverse them until I figured out how to correct it. You have to go in and flip it before you publish the video. So, yeah, well, Trump could. They can impeach him. It's never been done, but he could do it. There's no law against it. There's nothing in the Constitution against it. President has a right to pardon anyone he wants. So, then that would drive them nuts. He pardons himself. He pardoned himself for no crimes and no misdemeanors, no hits, runs, or errors, because he hadn't done anything wrong in his mind. And he could say everything was a lie and made up, just like, Russiagate. The collusion. And I'm disappointed about one thing. I've been waiting now for, 4 years, 5 years. Why didn't Hillary get charged? Why didn't Biden ever get charged for violation of the Logan Act either? So, nobody's ever been charged for violation of the Logan Act. The act exists. I think it's influencing foreign governments, or getting money from foreign governments when you're in public office. No, pardon. I'm not going to publish that because I don't know if that's to be a fact or not. And, they say all kinds of things about the Trump family. A pardon is not necessarily an admission again. It's a thing of forgiveness for crimes. But they impeached Trump over a phone call and the 4-year fantasy that he colluded with the Russians, that he had Russian hookers, all this other nonsense. He made a phone call to the president of Ukraine, to the premier, congratulating him, and they went nuts over that phone call. He should have recorded the phone call, and then he could have played the whole phone call, and they would have had to shut the hell up. That's what I would have done. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, there was a fake story created by someone paid, I believe, by the Clinton organization, that Trump traveled to Moscow. There were hookers in a hotel, and they, let's just say, yellow rain. And that never happened. And the guy who they said was arranging the trip was in Los Angeles at the time with his little son going to Disneyland or somewhere. He never left the country. It was a complete fabrication, just like a lot of stuff they say about Trump. The thing today, Biden said it, he also said it at a town hall in October, that President Trump, I'll give you this as an example, he held the Bible upside down when he appeared at the church that was torched by Black Lives Matter or Antifa in Washington, D.C. And he did. Snopes, I think it was, and the AP took pictures holding the Bible right side up with you can see the spine, you can see the letters on it. But and he violated the Constitution. He flouted our laws. He He went on and on and on. And this is healing. This is supposed to heal you, Mr. Biden. Supposed to heal between you and the Republicans and the Republican voters and you and the Democrats, that's not healing. I can't use a word I want to use. I'm not going to allow that comment. That's why I didn't say it. I don't do that. But, what's that is? Clown Union. Yeah. But there were no Russian hookers. There was no hotel room. Trump wasn't even there. But they went on about that for months. They went on about, oh, Putin's influencing elections. Putin is doing this. They put some ads on Facebook. They had to pay a penalty for doing it. They had 4 Russians charged with it. I don't know if they ever got convicted, or they were in Russia and they couldn't extradite them. They were charged with something having to do with ads on Facebook. I don't pay attention to this stuff because it's 99% not true and anti-Trump or anti-any Republican. They make all this crap up about Rand Paul, and whoever. Like when Mitt Romney was running, his dog was on the kennel on the roof. Well, maybe the dog liked being in the air in the kennel on the roof of his station wagon. And who are you to tell him not to put the dog on the roof? Maybe the dog loved being up there. Dogs do weird stuff when they're in cars. They like to stick their heads out the window and have the, dog in a hurricane. We would sit there, oh yeah, it's wonderful. The wind is hitting my face. Oh, this is doggy heaven. I've had dogs. I love them dearly, but they do strange stuff. But they love riding in cars. No, Putin is not their pimp. No. Okay. That's enough of that. Stop. No more. I don't know enough about Putin, so let's not go there either. I'm just saying that story, among the many falsehoods they said about Trump, never happened. They spent $58 million investigating Russian collusion and found out Trump had no dealings with Putin. There was no collusion between Putin and Trump. Now, I would more want to investigate Barack Obama, who said, remember, after the election, I'll have flexibility. Tell Vladimir, I'll have flexibility. Was Obama dealing with Putin? That's what I'd like to know. And, of course, someone just mentioned the ambassador and 3 Americans who died in Libya, all because of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. We had planes ready to go to rescue them, and she was the Secretary of State, and she and Obama stood them down. Those people were massacred. So, all right, that's enough. I'm getting rid of you. Goodbye, Tuck Frump. I get enough character assassination on my own on this channel. I'm not going to have people character assassinate the president, his family, or whatever. You don't like Trump, go talk about it in your own channel. Don't come in here and do it. And if it's found out that Biden and Hunter Biden did not gain influence by dealing with the Chinese, I'll be the first one to make an apology, but I don't think so. Of course he was a troll. What do you think Tuck Frump is? Changed the first 2 letters around. But, making comments like that, he's addicted to this and he wears that and all that, that's, it's just something you don't do. There's very little about Trump's private life that people know. Oh, be quiet. How are you coming back in here when you've been blocked? I hid him, and he came back. Now you're hidden again. Bye. No wonder you don't get donations on the channel. I don't get donations on the channel because it's my channel, and if I choose to block someone for making character harassing people on YouTube is against YouTube rules, even people that aren't on the video. It's called hate speech. And I'm not going to tolerate hate speech. There's a difference between spirited political debate and assassinating someone's character. And I'm not going to tolerate that. If you don't like that, you can go to another channel where they do tolerate that. But here I'm not going to. If you want to debate the economic policies of Donald Trump versus the economic policy of Obama, or the projected economic policies of Joe Biden, that's fine. But I'm not going to allow Donald Trump to be attacked. I don't like Obama. I think he was a terrible president. But I'm not going to attack him as a person. But there are things he said and did that I thought were reprehensible. There are things that Donald Trump said or did that I think are reprehensible, because he doesn't know when to. He just shoots from the cuff. He just says it, lets it all hang out, and doesn't seem to care about the ramifications after he says something. He doesn't have a governor in his mouth. I'm guilty of it too in times, but I don't think Obama got us out of the Bush recession at all. He didn't get the third quarter growth till the third year of his presidency. The growth rate was horrible. You can look at the numbers. He was terrible economically. And Obama, when Trump came in and the economy starts roaring, Obama tried to take credit for it. He had nothing to do with it. This is a man who said, "Get used to never having manufacturing jobs in this country. They're gone forever." Trump comes in, Carrier comes back, Boeing comes back, all these companies start coming back. Toyota's building plants. What the hell is it? Tesla's building plants. All these companies, steel companies are in Ohio. Places are building stuff that only one company can make it for our military. They're all roaring. They're all going like gangbusters. Then what happened? The coronavirus hits, and the economy goes to hell. Yeah, they gave Obama credit. I could look up the numbers. I wish I had my iPad. It would make it a lot easier. And I'm a little cramped here with this. I'm sitting and everything. But let me. Hold on a minute. Look at my. Okay. And you remember saying Bush had the 2008 world economic collapse because of the failure of Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns, and the crappy paper, commercial paper that wasn't worth 2 cents, and the fraudulent loans taken on that paper. And then we had 9/11, and that affected the market for a while. Hold on. All right, the Trump, well, they're going to, I don't know if I can trust. Okay, I'll do money.com. They're not as biased as the Washington Post or Bloomberg, both of whom are biased. All right. 66% of Biden voters and 84% of Trump voters said the economy is one of their top concerns. And let's see. When Trump took office, he promised a target economic growth rate of 3% each year. While the administration failed to meet that target 3 years in a row, Trump's real GDP was still higher in his first 3 years than Obama's last 3. In this case, slightly really means just that annual economic output under Trump was 2.5, compared to 2.4 under Obama. Jobs, 8 million jobs under Obama, 2% drop in the overall employment rate, down to 4.9. The country had lost 8.6 million jobs due to the Great Recession. Trump, the jobs increased by 6.55 million in his first 3 years. Unemployment dropped to 3.7. The growth rate of disposable income dropped. Rise of the gig economy. They don't make as much an hour as they do in full-time employment. And his administration seen more of that effect. The stock market rose by 12.2% compared to 7.5% in the last 3 years of the Obama administration. The budget deficit ballooned to $15 trillion at the end of the Obama administration to $25 trillion under Trump. And corporate tax revenue declined by 40%. Income taxes paid the government declined by 5.4%. But they don't have the GDP numbers, and that's what I look at. So I'd have to sit down and use that. Well, you know, I will say a thing about the performing arts. They're obsessed with the Kennedy Center. They're obsessed with giving money to PBS, which has 90% leftist shows on it. You know, I'm all for the performing artist, but do we need government funding for that? We've been financing performers since FDR. But where are the Zuckerbergs? Where are the Bill Gates? Where are the Warren Buffetts? Where are Elon Musk? Where is the guy that runs Larry Ellison? Where are all these fat cats? Why aren't they donating to these performing groups that need money? And certainly before the coronavirus, the Broadway plays were going great guns. There's a big sign in New York with who was it? Hugh Jackman and some woman whose name escapes me, and he's in The Music Man. And it's a gigantic sign on Times Square. Now, all the Broadway theaters are closed, but you're paying like a couple $100 a ticket, and the places are packed. So those kind of things, they're doing fine. But remember something, if you're a clown, unless you do birthday parties, there's not a lot of traveling circuses anymore because of the animal rights groups in part. You can't have elephants, you can't have tigers, you can't have lions. Can we have a chicken? Can we have a duck? Can we have a stuffed duck or a roast duck? Oh, you can't eat the duck either. You can't cook the duck. So they've taken away a lot of the animals you used to see in a circus. I saw horses and people riding horses and horses doing acrobatics and stuff. They probably got rid of that too. Now, I don't like what the Ringling Brothers did with their animals. They abused them and all of that. But, and I don't know what percentage of people actually work as clowns. So I have no idea. Well, I wouldn't say car salesmen make the word go around. World go around. Car salesmen are more. Some of them were just car salesmen, attorneys, politicians, you know, and the media, all mistrusted. You know, because there's very few. There's a guy who does videos on car. He used to be a car salesman. He says what not to do when you go to a dealer. Like, don't tell them you're paying cash. They're going to lock you in a room and try to make you sign a contract to pay interest. And you go in and pay cash. What you can do, oh, that's interesting. Yes, I'll take a look at this. And at the end, well, I need to get going. I have to go to work, or I have to go home, or I've got a medical appointment. Can we get this over with so I can buy my car? And if you buy cash, they go nuts because they're not making any money off of cash. So, well, we got good cars and bad cars. Number one, get a thing called a Carly, C-A-R-L-Y. if it's a newer car, you'll have an ODN port. You put that in there. It talks to your cell phone. And, whoa, that's the other one. That's the broken end. That's the other Android phone. I forgot I have 4. This one doesn't work anymore. It's dead. Where did my phone go? Oh, there it is. Hold on. I have to get going soon. I have to go feed the kitties. It's way too late. Hello, phone. Oh, I got to call these guys tomorrow and say I am supposed to have internet on my phone, and I'm not. But when I leave the bus or I leave somewhere that has Wi-Fi, there's no internet on this phone, which is very annoying. I'm not out of power. Trying to look this up, phone. Will you cooperate? Let me type. That's one thing I hate about this phone. It blanks out the screen by itself. It didn't do that. It doesn't do that on an iPhone. And it's jumping around by itself, which is aggravating. I'm trying to type CAR and it went into Leica. What's wrong with this bloody phone? Okay. Oh, yeah. Here is the Carly. No app found to open. Okay. And what it is, it's a device. You plug it into the ODN port of your car, and then you get the app on your phone or your tablet, and it will tell you exactly what is right with your car and is wrong with your car. And the other guy I watch is Sam Crack, who works on cars that he should never work on because he keeps getting the cars from not picket pull, carve something, and they're in various degrees of falling apart or not working, and he's obsessed with BMWs. And now it won't go there. Go figure. But mycarly.com is where you find this. And there are all kinds of scanners out there, but Fixed is another one. FIXD. That's another device you can get that's very good. So, and you pay a mechanic, and if you're going to meet someone to make a serious offer for a car, you take the mechanic and ask the guy, can I have my mechanic look at the car? And if the guy's honest, he'll let you do it before you buy it. We're not going to buy another car unless it's been said to be okay. We're not going to buy another car and have it break down in 6 months or die. So we've had it with that. So that's what's going on there. So we can't afford it, and I've told Kathy already, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is the last Prius to help you buy. George needs things for himself. I'll probably wind up giving her, let's see, 2, 3. If we get 2,000. Let's say we get $1,400 stimulus, or as Summer's saying, we're going to get a whole 2,000. I'll probably give her 500 out of that. Once I pay the coin loans off and help pay my bills, then I might give her another couple hundred. So What I really would like to do is pay 2 months rent in advance and load up on more cat food and load up on stuff I need for the house and hire someone to get a caregiver to come and help me clean. And we're going to rent a car and take all the laundry to the laundromat, go shopping for stuff we both need, and then take a trip somewhere. Yeah, well, she hadn't got it yet. He'll come tomorrow. The blanket is coming tomorrow. The turquoise purse is coming next week. And what I wanted was a Sherpa blanket, and they were out of them. So I got this one that I ordered, and that'll be here tomorrow. So she will be very happy with that. It's got a digital control on it, and it's a 50 by 60 blanket, so it'll be big enough for the bed. Oh, by the way, she said there's almost no roaches in her apartment anymore. I think she may have killed them off, or they went somewhere else. So, Wizzo is not certified. That's nice to know. That's a joke, Wizzo. A rodeo clown. Hey, that's what I want to see. Joe Biden riding a rodeo horse at the inauguration. Okay, before you get inaugurated, this is your test to be president. You have to ride a bucking bronco. We'll have Dick Cheney come in with his shotgun to make sure you ride correctly. He will express his displeasure. Pull! Oh, sorry, Mr. Biden. A funny clown is like a memory. He haunts you night and day. Oh, sorry, wrong song. I hope his nose doesn't run away. Anyway, I'm being silly. But, yeah, clowns are a different animal. Oh, by the way, since I'm on here, on this page, I have had, in the last 28 days, 10,558 views. I wish with 989 more subscribers, and I now have 466 views. Now I've had different figures come up for this, and they say my estimated revenue is $1624.46. I wish. So, special forces of the clown community. I want to see that. Okay. In his last act as president, Trump is sending rodeo clowns. Why not that rodeo? Like they do in Beverly Hills. Rodeo clowns to Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. Okay, first we got the Taliban over here. He's gonna come out of the gate. We got the rodeo clown over here. Who wins? Who will stay on the longest? So, anyway. Okay, I need to go. I need to feed these cats, and then I need to lie down. I am very tired. It's been a very long day. Thank you for the super chat, people. And, of course, I don't know if I should put it down. I hate all these trolls that, oh, no one will donate to you because you're mean. No, I'd get rid of you because you're being a jerk. No meanness there. No, not a mean bone in my body. If you're being disrespectful to me or someone else in my chat, I throw you out. There's no maliciousness, except when I enjoy it sometimes because I hate trolls. That's right. Uh-oh, Capitol Police officer has died after clashing with Trump mob. Whoa. How did that happen? Sorry that one of our people in blue, who attacked him to have him die? What did he do, fall down the stairs or something? Okay. The PayPal is, I can read this, and you can send cat gift card checks or money orders for me and the cats, but more for the cats than me. The only thing I need is a pair of thin insulate gloves. Hey, we're having a big sale on Starbucks coffee, but the problem with Starbucks coffee is it's too strong. Okay. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to go feed the cats and go to sleep when I get back because I am tired, and I ran around with Kathy today, ran around to the store this week, ran with her on Monday. We're both tired. And I don't know when they're going to have both iPads repaired. They said they put the glass on. I said, have you done the sound issue? They said, no, we are backed up. Maybe everybody waited till after Christmas to get their computers fixed. I don't know. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Support your local clown. The men in the pink noses. And support your local police and firemen and first responders and health workers. And people who work in restaurants and grocery stores and who drive buses, and particularly the truck drivers and train operators of our country and freight train operators. They bring us our food, they bring us our fuel, they bring us our clothes, and they bring us our pet food, all of whom are important. Okay, stay safe, stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. Stay warm and dry, and definitely I hope you're not cool wherever you live, because I guess there's another big storm happening. I have to look at Joe Chiaffi later on after I wake up. That's it for now. Bye-bye, and I'll catch you next time. Don't take any wooden clown noses. Bye.